Hello everyone, welcome to Come Sit at My Table. We're Tom and Melissa and we are so happy to have you here for our video. We are making a wonderful dish today and it's a versatile dish. We're making roasted pineapple. Now 2 days ago on Wednesday, we did snickerdoodles. And I told you during that video that we were going to make something today that was a great accompaniment to the snickerdoodles. And this is it. Melissa and I have been very fortunate to do a few cruises, and one of the desserts that we've had on cruise ships that we think is fabulous is a roasted pineapple dessert. And in the dish with the roasted pineapple, they always stick a cookie. Now, their cookies are not great snickerdoodle cookies. In fact, I don't even know what kind they are. Melissa thinks they're maybe ginger cookies. But they're kind of hard and crunchy. And I much prefer putting our snickerdoodles with this dish to the hard, crunchy cookies that they use. But it's still a delicious dessert, especially the pineapple part. So since we did snickerdoodles 2 days ago, we thought we would do roasted pineapple with you today and show you how we turn this into a dessert. This is not just for dessert though. This is a fantastic side dish. It goes well with ham. It goes with pork chops. It's great with pork chops, especially grilled pork chops. It's really good with pork tenderloin. Goes great with chicken. So you can serve it just as a side dish for people to scoop onto their plate and eat along with the meat. I think if you'll give this a try, you're really going to like it. And I'm telling you, it's so simple. It goes together in just a few minutes. You will need to preheat your oven to 450 degrees. And I know that's a high temperature, but that's because we're roasting these pineapple chunks and it needs to be pretty hot. So go ahead and preheat your oven to 450 if you're going to do this. Let's talk about what we're going to use to make our roasted pineapple. We need to use 4 cups of pineapple chunks. Now I'm using frozen pineapple that I got at Walmart. That's the easiest way for me to make it. This is how I normally do it. I get frozen pineapple chunks. I let them thaw in the refrigerator overnight, and that's what I use. You can use fresh pineapple, and I'm just going to tell you, it is fabulous with fresh pineapple. But I just don't always have the time to take that fresh pineapple and cut the top off and cut all the outside off and get the little eyes out of it and take out the core and cut it into chunks. This is just so much easier. And the truth is, this is how most of us would do it. If you want to use fresh pineapple, by all means do that because it is fantastic if you use fresh pineapple with it.
What about canned pineapple?
We've never done it with canned pineapple, so I can't tell you that it will work. I don't know why it wouldn't work. I mean, I would think it would, but I always just get the frozen. If you try this and use canned pineapple chunks, let us know whether it works or not. Just leave us a message down in the comment box and let us know if you've tried it and if it worked or not. Okay, so 4 cups of pineapple chunks. 1 bag of this has about 3 cups in it, so I did get 2 bags. We won't use all of that in this dish, but let me promise you it won't go to waste because we love pineapple. The next thing you need is half a stick of butter. That's 1/4 cup of butter or 4 tablespoons. And we will melt that in the microwave. We're also going to use 1/4 cup of light brown sugar and, 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt and 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. That's it. That's all that's in it. 5 ingredients. So simple. So the first thing I have to do is melt our butter. So I'm just going to take half of a stick and I'm going to put it in our bowl that we're going to eventually mix everything in. And I'm going to throw this in the microwave and let that melt. It won't take but just a few seconds. Then we'll stir everything else into it. Okay, our butter is melted. So this is going to go together really fast. We're going to take our 1/4 cup of brown sugar, put that in, along with our salt and our cinnamon. That was 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt and 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon.
Just a little hint.
Just a hint of salt. And if you can't have salt, leave it out. That's okay.
I consider this a hint of cinnamon.
Oh my heavens, woman. Yeah, she would. That wife of mine absolutely loves cinnamon. Now, let me tell you what we're doing with this today. We are having this with cheeseburgers. And I know that might sound kind of silly. Roasted pineapple with cheeseburgers. But I'm telling you, it goes together really, really well.
I've actually had roasted pineapple on a cheeseburger before.
Oh yeah, a Hawaiian burger.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sure lots of you that are watching our video have had Hawaiian burgers. And it's just a hamburger patty with cheese, usually cheddar, with a pineapple ring. Don't they come with rings?
Yes.
Yep.
Rings instead of chunks. That would stay on your burger easier, obviously.
And normally they do barbecue sauce, I think, on it. Onion, maybe.
Mine had Swiss cheese, but maybe it was.
Did it really?
I don't know. I'm thinking it was.
So pineapple does go with a cheeseburger. Okay, so we have that stirred together. And now we're going to measure out our pineapple chunks. If there is juice on your pineapple chunks, either from fresh, as you're cutting fresh pineapple, it gets kind of juicy. So if it has juice on it, you can use that juice, or use some of it anyway. You don't want to thin down your sauce so much that it just runs off your pineapple. But you can add just a little bit of that juice if you want to. I'm going to scoop these out because I don't want to put too much juice in there and water it down. So I'm just scooping mine out. You can do it the way you want to. Okay, there's one bag, and you can see that is not 4 cups. So I'm going to have to cut the other bag. I'll tell you, one of the things that Melissa and I have been very fortunate to be able to do is that we have been to Hawaii. And one of our favorite things about Hawaii is what, Melissa?
The Dole Plantation.
Absolutely. We love going to the Dole Plantation. We just love the pineapple in Hawaii, period.
It really is better than any you can get here. I don't know. There's something special about it. So good.
And maybe it's just because, you're in Hawaii and you associate pineapple with Hawaii. So I'm going to use all of this pineapple from these 2 bags. These are 16-ounce bags. And both of those together is just about 4 cups, maybe a hair over. Let's see, I am going to take just a spoonful of that pineapple juice and put in here, but I'm certainly not using it all. And now I'm going to whisk that in. But yeah, we absolutely love the pineapple in Hawaii. At the Dole Plantation, they have something called royal pineapples. Oh my goodness. Those pineapples are so good. I can eat on those things until they almost make me sick. So, all right, we're going to take our pineapple chunks and put those right in. And I think I'll just take a spatula, I can find one here, and just toss those in that brown sugar. Now, I do have a 9x13 baking dish ready. I have sprayed it, so it's greased. That will keep these from sticking. You just want to make sure that you have tossed these enough that every piece of pineapple has that brown sugar, butter, cinnamon coating all over them. Don't stir it, just go under and over. You're kind of doing a folding motion, but you just want to toss those in that. I see a piece right there that looks naked. Has none on it, so I want to make sure that gets in there. Now, all we're going to do is put this in our 9x13 dish and spread them out. And I'm going to just kind of spoon them in there. I'm gonna go back to my spoon if I can find that. What did I do with it? I laid it right here. I'm just gonna spoon that in, and then whatever juice is in the bottom, I can drizzle over it. Okay, let's just, you want to spread them out now. You don't want them on top of each other. You want them to be spread out so each one of them can get caramelized. What you're doing actually is just browning the brown sugar, caramelizing it so that it kind of sticks to the pineapple well. And you want to bake this for about 20 to 25 minutes, and that will allow the pineapple to start to brown a little bit. You want them to kind of be golden brown. So just leave them in there. You'll have to watch them, but about 20 to 25 minutes should do it. Now I'm going to make sure, you know what? I see a piece of a leaf right there. And we sure don't want that in our pineapple, do we? You see that? So if you see anything like that, just take it out. Okay, let's get these in our pan. And now look at all that juice that's still in there. I'm just going to drizzle that over. Lay down there, a piece of pineapple. I'm just going to drizzle that right over some of this pineapple. Make sure they're coated well. Here we go. Now, all we have to do is put that in the oven and let it caramelize. And I will tell you, if you're grilling cheeseburgers, you can have your cheeseburgers grilled in the time that it takes this pineapple to caramelize. So go throw your cheeseburgers on the grill, and it'll all be ready at about the same time. Okay, in we go for 20 to 25 minutes. Our pineapple baked for 25 minutes. Then I turned on the broiler for about 3 to 4 minutes probably, because I really like some color on top of the pineapple. I like for it to caramelize a little bit. You don't have to do that. I could have probably left it under the broiler for even another 2 or 3 minutes if you want a lot of color on it. But just letting that broiler do its job really does help to caramelize that juice that's on the pineapple. Another thing is that all that juice that we stirred the pineapple into, that sugar cinnamon mixture, is in the bottom, and it has become thick and syrupy. Don't waste that. After you spoon this out into your serving dish or into individual dessert cups, you can drizzle that right on top of that pineapple, and it's delicious. All right, let's taste some pineapple. I'm just going to take a couple of pieces out here, put on our plate, and I know it's hot.
I think it'll be all right.
Yeah, but you have a mouth of steel.
Well, I'm careful. I don't normally.
Melissa can eat something that's boiling, and she's like, oh, it's not hot, it's fine. Then I put it in my mouth and I have a burn.
That's so good.
It's fabulous, folks.
It really is good.
It's a great side dish.
And it's a dessert that's not overwhelming if you want it to be that too.
Absolutely. It's a great dessert. So we hope you give this a try. You know, if you live alone and you don't need 4 cups of pineapple, you can cut this in half. Do 2 cups of pineapple, cut the sugar in half and everything else, just cut it in half and bake it in an 8x8 dish. And that will be plenty for 1 or 2 people. So this would probably make 4 servings. So if you need to, cut it in half. It will be fine. It'll still be delicious. We sure do appreciate you coming by our house and coming into our kitchen with us and sitting at the table. We love having you here, and we do appreciate you watching our videos. Right below the video, there's a like button. Looks like a thumbs up. We would appreciate you clicking that. If you haven't before, we invite you to click that subscribe button. Right beside of it's a little notification bell. If you click it, you'll see the word all. That will just join you to our channel. We like to say it gives you a seat at our table. If you'll do that, YouTube will notify you every time we put up a new video, which we do every Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday. Also, right below the video, there's a description box, and in it, you will see the title, Roasted Pineapple. If you'll click in that box, the box will expand. You'll find the written recipe right there. Melissa always writes that recipe out for you, so you can find it right under the video in that description box. Under the recipe, you will find our mailing address if you'd like to mail us a recipe. And under that, you will find the link to the Amazon page where you can purchase our cookbook. There are over 400 of our favorite recipes in there. So if you're interested, click that Amazon link and place your order. At the very bottom is a place for you to leave a comment. We love hearing from you. So feel free to go down there and just leave us a little comment. We would appreciate that. Thanks again for watching. We hope you make some roasted pineapple. We want you to remember that you are always welcome to come sit at my table. Have a great day.